All right.
Eostre. Ostara.
Welcome, goddesses. It's a new
Hey.
day.
Oh, it is a new everything. I think we're feeling like, uh, yeah, it's a good feeling.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Actually, it's good afternoon at this point. We're
That's,
normally in the
I
morning,
know.
but I think we are just running. We're riding the flow of the energy of our time, and so thank you for those of you who are here with us today. We are very grateful to spend a few minutes with you
Yeah.
in exploration with our beautiful goddess of the week. So I'm going to pass that over to Paige to share a little bit about our goddess, Eostre.
Yeah. Eostre or Ostara or Easter. She is the goddess of dawn, of the dawn, of new beginnings, of Easter, the equinox. She came before Christianity and the celebration of Easter. She is our symbol of the new, and what it to me is even like possibilities right now.
Yeah.
And of course, the goddesses pick us; we don't pick them. And Eostre picked us this week because at first I was thinking, well, it's not spring. We're not really close to the equinox. Do we really want to be talking about her? But yes, this is when we want to talk about her and that energy, because I mean, let's face it, January 1st, we're all programmed to think, okay, everything's new. When in
Right.
fact, yes, everything is new. We've been planting seeds last year this time that you may see starting to spring up, and you think, wow,
They
I
are.
forgot I planted that last year, and look how it's coming out. What a surprise.
Right.
And then some of those things that you're seeding and letting germinate and just marinate in your intentional energy may not come out, or so we didn't want to be
Or it does,
attached.
but it comes out in
Well,
a
it comes out
different
different.
way. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not saying that you're planting oranges and you get lemons, or I mean,
No,
that's
but we were
possible,
talking
but
about this just before we got on here because I had an exciting opportunity offer itself to me this morning, and so I'm sitting in that joy of the potential, the infinite potential, right?
that's
But
right.
in addition to that, as Paige and I were sharing before we joined you, was that this opportunity is actually directly in alignment with things that I have been sensing and working towards and and manifesting for years, for
Mhm.
years. And so to see, especially whenever there was some things that were kind of showing up for me in my meditations and in my practice, that was inviting me to reconsider some things that I was ready to let go of, which happens to me often. I get to a point where I'm like, I'm done, and I just want to be done with it. And then something happens, and all of a sudden things re-emerge and I'm like, okay, so I'm not done with that yet. And that's not a bad thing. It just means that for whatever reason I needed to take the shift or the pause that I was taking, right?
I was just going to say it's that sacred pause that you talk about all the time. I'm sure you can connect the dots every time you've said, okay, I need a
Yeah.
break from this, or this is not, and you've taken that pause, you've stepped back, you're releasing that attachment, and then allowing whatever comes in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
invariably, what comes
It's
is
usually way more abundant than the way I was doing it before.
abundant. There's your word.
That's my word for the year, abundance.
Yeah. Goddesses out there, if you haven't already, this is a really powerful thing, is to choose a word for your year, whether it be how you want to feel, like just like a touchstone, or what you want to achieve, or an intention. Ramona's is abundance or abundant. You want, and mine's connected. I want to be
Mm,
connected in all ways, with connected with my sisters, connected with my body, connected with my higher power, just
yes.
all of that. I just want to feel connected. Um, and that, so I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but in the energy of new beginnings,
Hmm.
you may want to keep that word in mind. And how do you want these new things to to be with that word or that phrase?
Hmm.
And always, as you tell us, Ramona, if it's in alignment, you will know, you will feel it.
Yeah.
And sometimes
And it
we
will
feel
flow.
like,
It will have this
yeah, and it will
to it,
flow,
right?
right?
Hmm.
And it's not always at the at that time. I mean, maybe it just doesn't feel right now, but
Hmm.
don't say, well, it's never going to be good then if it doesn't feel good now. Because sometimes we do that, like, oh, that's not going to
Right.
happen.
Right.
I asked for it and it's not happening. Well, sit back and wait. That's what I'm learning today. And I rejoice in that abundance that you are experiencing right now. Yeah, I
Mm,
honor that.
yeah.
It's a beautiful thing to watch our sisters flourish and thrive and see that hard work paying off. And there's another thing we were
Absolutely.
talking about in Capricorn and the new moon
Mhm.
and working hard. That's the Capricorn kind of, getting in there and getting the work done, and try not to be too stubborn about it. Uh,
Yep. Well, and it's
all that stuff.
interesting because I'm feeling very fertile with ideas and inspiration because of actions I have taken this month to cleanse and clear and become more
That's
um,
right.
in alignment with purpose and with creator and with the goddess energy. Just being even more intentional, even more mindful, even more purposeful with the use of my time. And where, you know, working at 8 o'clock in the morning would have been a drag for me a year ago. Now I'm like awake at 5:30 anyway, so why not be able to work at 8 a.m., right? So just opening up this space for opportunity, right? And so that's what we're here talking about today with Eostre, is
Mhm,
that there is infinite possibilities available to us.
mhm,
and
mhm.
and the more that we um, release attachments and let go of things needing to be a certain way, or let go of something that maybe we have been holding on tight to because it feels safe, even though it's really not working for us anymore, right? When we really just let go of those things and just allow spirit to move through us, to to let things become attracted magnetically, there's
Mhm.
this opportunity for so many new things to flow in.
Absolutely. And I'm just thinking back, and I'm going to have to go back in my journals, but I guarantee you that at this time in the past years, going back probably as far as I'd start journaling, something profound has happened at this time of year, that
Mm-hmm.
as a result of my being open to the possibility. Uh, I'm just thinking like 2 years ago, just when I declared I'm quitting my 9 to 5, meeting my soulmate and moving to the beach, because I was open to that possibility.
Yeah. And I
But
witnessed
even
that.
you did.
It was a beautiful expression of saying, this is what I am. This is what my life is, and owning that. And so
Yeah.
there's also something to think about with that. We with the cycles of the year, we are in winter. Winter usually is a time for reflection and going within and resting. But what I would invite you to is also, it's the opportunity where these ideas start coming in. So they may not be being produced right this moment, but you're receptive because
Exactly.
you're resting, you're in that yin energy, you're allowing yourself to just let things come to you instead of feeling like you have to go 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 go. Because then when spring comes, that's when we start to see those seeds, those seedlings, those ideas, those inspirations beginning to blossom and become, right?
Right.
um in addition, for you specifically, Paige, your birthday is next month. So what I notice in my own calendar year, like my birth date calendar year, if I go from my birth date, I kind of look at it as the same as the wheel of the year, right?
Right.
So what I experience usually right before my birthday is this like, okay, everything's kind of slowing down, even though my birthday is in June and it's in summer. My birthday's right before the summer solstice. So really, this
Hmm.
is the time of action. But for me, organically, I start shedding and releasing things in like April and May. And then it seems like in June, I'm like, okay, it's a new beginning, right?
Right. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm
Yeah.
just shedding and reorganizing and whatever else needs to happen,
Yeah.
because I know something big is going to happen
Yeah. Yeah.
coming up, and I want to be ready to receive it. You know.
And exactly. And I think that it's also a great exploration, goddesses, to begin to observe where can you see opportunities for new beginnings every day, because
Mhm.
there's always some opportunity that's right here that maybe we aren't paying attention to, right? I posted a message today on my business page about messages and about, are you paying
Mm.
attention, and how we receive messages from the divine. And
Good. I'm glad you
when we
did that,
start
because I was going to ask you if you had any suggestions about that for us in the group. So hop on over to
yeah.
Amanda's page and get it all.
But so I I've been watching Paige because she's been cultivating some things that she's doing on her platform, and I'm like, okay, I'm beginning to get a gist of some things I need to do. So one of the things that I'm starting to do is really allowing ideas and inspirations that are hitting me to come through and to be shared into the world immediately, instead of holding them for a later date or a later blog or what have you.
Mhm.
Because the reality is that the inspiration's there right now. So that's
Right.
this opportunity, this spark to share something new, to share a new perspective, to share that moment, right?
Absolutely. I feel that way. There are certain things that I tried to schedule in advance, and things that I want to post, and all of that's great. There are some things that you can do. However, what excites me is to go out there in the morning, take that photograph of what's happening that morning, and that's what I want to
Mm-hmm.
send to you. That's what's
Yeah.
inspired me, and like you said, it's that present moment, that energy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not all this planned out sort of thing. And messages do. I mean, you can plan things out later.
Yeah.
It's not that, but I really resonate with that
Mm-hmm.
energy of the
Yes.
present and the the inspiration
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
being there.
So be aware, friends, as you're moving through this day, these next couple of weeks, as we're continuing to um, honor the wheel of the year. This is our time for reflection. This is our time for pause. This is our time for allowing things to maybe move a little bit slower. You don't have to be in a hurry.
Mhm. Ride that wave.
Was that my meditation today?
Well, that's the one that I listened to.
Okay. I was like, you've said it twice. So I think I'm like, is that the one that, because I pre-scheduled it because I was like, I'm going to release myself from the need to have to be sending this out every day. So yeah, we have a 21-day meditation that we're almost complete with now. Sunday will be the last day, I believe. And and several participants are enjoying it, and I've been getting some lovely feedback, and I'm grateful for that. One of the feedback I got was that there's a noise that they hear, and so I bought a new microphone.
Oh, okay.
So there's more new beginnings. So I get to learn how to use another device, which is what I spent this whole last year doing. So it's amazing. I'm grateful. I'm excited for 2021 and everything
Mhm.
that's starting to kind of funnel into my awareness and my sphere of like, okay, these are all the things that I want to do.
That's right. Imagine the
So I'm really excited to
opportunities.
do that. Yes.
I know.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Well, if you're not inspired to go out and do something right now, I don't know. No, I am.
Mm,
I'm inspired to
yes.
start writing some things down and clearing some
Hmm.
space. And I hope that
Yeah.
all you goddesses out there feel that Eostre energy and new beginnings and possibilities and all that beautiful stuff that we want to impart to all of you.
Well, thank you, goddesses, for sharing in this exploration with us.
Mhm.
And I hope that you walk away from this video feeling inspired.
Yes, goddess. Mm.
We will see you
Oh,
next week. Have a beautiful
mhm,
week.
mhm.
We do have, I actually felt inspired to create a new opportunity for us to come together. I'll post that in our group here later today, but we have our new moon circle that we have every month, but I have been inspired to offer a full moon gathering as well.
Okay.
So next
All right.
Wednesday night, we will be meeting to share in the glory of the full moon in, I believe it's in Leo. I wrote it down.
Look, yeah.
I do
Well,
know
that's
it's fire,
great.
so I'm pretty sure it's Leo.
So we can start in the beginning of the cycle and we'll just go through
Yeah.
the whole cycle
And
together. I love it.
I love that the inspiration came through. So this the circle for the full moon will be a little different. I'll have a little bit of movement in the body aligned to whatever element we're working with, which this month we're working with fire. So we're going to do things to kind of fire up, get the body to feel a little warmth, and so that
Ooh,
we
yeah.
can burn up some of those things that we're releasing. And then I'm going to use the gong for the full moon meditations each month. So just
Mm.
be on the lookout. We'd love to have you join us for that. All these ideas and inspirations that are flowing through are ready to be birthed into new, and I'm so grateful. We are so grateful to be of
We are.
service to you. So we look forward to seeing you all soon. Have a beautiful rest of your Wednesday.
Yes, goddess.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Yes, goddess.
Mm.